All right, Dad. So, what do you think influenced the woman to make the decision to confess years later about Bill Cosby?
Money.
Money?
Yes.
Why do you think that?
What do I think that why did she wait so long to do that? And she found out, and I believe she found out she could make money on it, and she felt as though why not why not make this money, and I believe Bill Cosby was innocent. I really do believe Bill Cosby was innocent. Okay, because back then, you know, I'm not saying he didn't do it, but back then, why would she continuously go to this man's house knowing knowing what he was doing to her, but she continuously go to his house. To my knowledge, my thoughts is, she really consented to having this done to her because she kept going back, knowing what was going on.
I
Why
agree.
would you go? Why would you go back? Keep constantly going back if you know what's going on.
So that just answers two of my questions.
Instead of reporting it right then and there.
You answered the second question was, do you think he really did it? That's what I'm saying. Uh, how do you think the confession would benefit the woman if it's true? If it was true?
How would I think
Yeah, like
it was
completely benefit them.
to benefit her? What's going to benefit her in a number of ways? She's going to write a book about it. People going to interview her about it, and she's going to charge them for her interview. She's going to charge them for her interviews. Money, greed. That's what's happening.
That's, I'm knocking out two questions every every question. Next question was, uh, next question was, did they do it because they needed or wanted money? Well,
But they needed
it's
or wanted
obvious
money. Yeah,
they
yeah,
needed
that's
the
it.
money. Yeah,
They needed or
I
wanted
think
money.
they needed money because apparently they decided decades later to do it, so they was going broke and they needed something to come up on, so they came up off of Bill Cosby. You know what I'm saying, uh, if Bill Cosby really did it, why do you think he did do it?
Why do they think he did do it? I mean, if why do I think he did it? Because I mean, back then in those ages, those days back then, it's like it was like a party thing. It's a party drug, and he was into doing the party
I feel
thing
like he
and
was like
the
a party
sex
person.
thing
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And like I said, and a lot of people done it. You know what I mean? But being that he's a star, he's a millionaire, he has money now, and being that the laws and the media and stuff like it is nowadays, you know, I mean, it's nothing but to make money on it. Yeah, I mean, they see dollar signs. I'm gonna make this
Yeah.
money, and yeah, and like I said, I ain't saying he didn't do it, but hell,
So that
it was
follows up
done.
on what this question, right? Do you think that could have gave him the motive to do it?
The motive to do it.
Yeah. Do you think they could have gave him the motive to do it?
Well,
Like,
the motive to do it is that was the end thing right there. You know what I mean? The motive, he had no motive. I mean, it was just something.
you don't
He
think
felt.
it could have been? You don't think it could have been because the woman wasn't like really interested into him, so he had to give them money to do things?
Yes, but he was he but okay, but like I said, he was into it. They were into it, and the few now it's years later. You know that was done. It was that was then that was done, and they got paid for what they did. They partied, they
I think
got
Bill Cosby
high.
innocent.
huh?
I think Bill Cosby innocent. Like
I think he.
I don't think he
I
really
think.
he raped anybody
I
or
think
did
he's.
nothing. You know
I
what I'm
don't think he
saying?
raped him. Like I said, I think that was something that they were into then.
I think
And
they had an agreement. Saying
now that they now it was something that was done. Okay, yeah, they took the drugs, knowingly that they took these drugs, right along with him.
they yeah,
They
they
know,
both could have
listen,
took it.
knowingly that they took these drugs right along with him, and being that he really did give them these drugs, but now they saying that they didn't know that he gave them the drugs. Okay, but again, my answer again is if you knowingly like from the first time that he gave you these drugs, but you consistently go back there and consistently take these drugs, you know what I mean, on several different occasions, then you more than less said it was okay. You was willing to do it.
She needed
And if you were
she
willing to
needed
do
money, so
this,
she did it.
how? If you was willing to do this, knowingly that he did this, and you didn't want it done, why did you keep on going back to this man's house? Rather he was your boss or whoever he was or whatever. Guess what? You could have back then, if it did happen, you could have went to the police then and said this is happening, that's happening, and you could have got something done about it then. Instead of waiting years later when you found out you can make
Make millions
millions
off
of dollars and
son.
books and for them to interview you. You get paid for your interviews and you know
Like she had
like
she
she
planned
did.
that out before she did it.
Right,
You know
she
she did it.
planned it. It was a planned thing. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna make him. I'm gonna make money. Here go my scapegoat. Here go my chance to get this money. So the hell with his family, my family, or whatever. I'm going to do what I
I'ma make
have to
you pay
do
for
for
not
me.
wanting me no more.
Huh?
Yeah. I said, or that she thinking I'm gonna make you pay for not wanting me no more, so you're going to sue you. Come up with this fake story. You're gonna be in jail. And I'm be getting all this money because of you. That's how I think it.
I think that's how I think it was too. Made this up now. Now this person, you know, all of y'all were in the same boat, doing the same stuff. You know what I mean? It wasn't just you. It was a number of girls that figured, I'm gonna go with Bill's house. He's gonna give me a couple of dollars, and he's gonna give me, whatever. And y'all continuously go over his house. Y'all continuously party, and and take drugs. It was drug parties back then. Taking pills,
Drugs
stuff
in
like
every
that.
part.
You know what I mean? Drugs and sex. Drugs, sex, and money. That's what it was about then. And y'all knew about it. You know what I mean? But y'all consistently going over this man's house and doing this stuff. Now now that you found out how much more you can get because how much money he was worth.
Sir.
Now I want a lot more, and you can get it behind the fact that it was proven that he gave you these drugs, but it was proven that he gave you these drugs, but you knew about it, and you consistently going back over this man's house, and you know what I mean, and taking these drugs. So it was on some it was on some agreed to what's going on.
They just is insane.
It,
It's
it, it, you
messed
know
up.
that's what it was. That's what I think it was.